Hey yo, hello, what? No, okay, that's a really weird intro. We ain't doing that. What is up, guys? My name is Nick, and welcome back to another top 5 overpowered class setups, man. And this is one I've wanted to make for a while. This is my go-to 5 rushing classes. These are my best classes I use if I'm in the mood to rush people, even if I'm playing search and destroy and I run a rush. I do that sometimes, domination, whatever it is. These are my go-to classes, and even for up close in Warzone, these are the guns I stick to using as well. So we got some pretty good guns on this list. For example, the MP5, the MP7, the PP19, and one gun that's gonna freak you guys out, and it's a new gun that actually made it onto the list, and that's the CR56 AMAX. And you guys might be thinking, yo Nick, wouldn't the Fennec make more sense for... No, dude, no. Trust me, the CR56 AMAX, once you guys build this class, it is on par with very good SMGs in this game. And now, guys, before we get into this video, if you could drop a big fat like on it, we're gonna actually set a goal for this one. We don't do it too often, but go ahead and drop a like, guys. We're gonna go for 1,500 on this one, and let me know down in the comments below your favorite weapon for rushing. Not one of those guns that you're going to use to camp like an LMG and stuff. What is your favorite weapon for rushing? Please don't tell me it's a shotgun, because that triggers me. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here with those notifications turned on. We're almost 5,000 away from 600k, so that is pretty awesome as well. And let's get straight into this video. So the first one on the list that I want to talk about is the MP7, and this is my MP7 rushing class, but specifically for Warzone. But all the other classes on this list, you guys don't got to worry about it. They work in both game modes. Like even this one works in multiplayer. You guys can see the gameplay in the background, but it's better in Warzone, and you guys are going to see why. So the muzzle you want to run is the monolithic suppressor. This gives you that sound suppression, which we're only using for Warzone, so we don't be seen on the map when shooting, but it also gives you damage range, an extra 3 meters of damage range, so that's pretty cool as well. Now it does take away some ADS speed, and it does take away some aim walking steadiness, which isn't something I'm too proud about, but it's still really good. The barrel is going to be the FSS Recon. Again, this one gives you that extra damage range, another 3 meters, so you got 6 extra meters in total. It gives you bullet velocity, which is really nice. Those bullets will stay high and far, and it gives you recoil control, which is really cool for a barrel. The gun's not going to kick up as much, and it does take away, again, ADS speed and movement speed, which is something I'm not too worried about. The stock, we definitely want to throw on no stock so we could get some of that movement speed back, and we could get some of that ADS speed back that we lost. Takes away aiming stability. You guys know aiming stability means nothing to me, and it does take away recoil control, which kind of sucks, but we already got recoil control anyway, so that's pretty cool. The underbarrel, we're going to go ahead and get that recoil control right back. That's the Ranger foregrip, and it also gives you aiming stability, which is useless. Now it takes away aim walking movement speed, and it does take away ADS speed, so you are going to be moving a little slower while aiming down sights, but it's the MP7. It's a very light SMG. You'll not even notice that whatsoever. The rear grip is the stippled grip tape for that ADS speed, and that super important sprint to fire speed, which I love so much, and you get both of those amazing advantages, only losing that unimportant aiming stability. Now the next gun on the list, you guys might look at me and be like, dude, that is not a rushing gun, and this is the M13. Now you might think it's not a rushing gun until you see the class I made for it. So the barrel that I love using on my M13 is the Tempest Mini. This gives you ADS speed, and it gives you movement speed. We don't really need barrels that give us much range or anything, because it is an AR. It's already going to be giving you that range to begin with. Now it does take away bullet velocity and recoil control, but the M13 is so accurate, dude. Like the recoil control doesn't even matter. It's almost as good as the Growl, like at distance, so don't worry about that whatsoever. The optic is going to be the GI Mini Reflex. Now you don't need to run an optic on the M13. I just feel like I don't like the iron sight too much, so the optic does help me out in that aspect right there. But you have to know that it does take away ADS speed, and it does take away movement speed, but the GI Mini Reflex is the lightest optic in the game that you won't even notice that. The stock is the M13 Skeleton stock. This gives you ADS speed, and it gives you aim walking movement speed, which is really nice, only taking away that unimportant aiming stability. Underbarrel is going to be commando foregrip because you want that recoil stabilization, and it also gives you aiming stability, and it does take away movement speed, which is something I don't really worry about. This gun, we already made it so much lighter than it was, so losing a little extra movement speed isn't something too bad. Now the rear grip is the stippled grip tape, so you could get an even better ADS on this gun, and you also get sprint to fire speed in case you do run up to people and they catch you off guard while you're sprinting, so definitely go ahead and throw that. Now another gun on this list before we get to the MP5 and the CR56 AMAX, which are my 2 favorite classes, we're going to save those for last. The next one is a gun that a lot of you again might say this isn't good, but once you watch the gameplay and you try this gun for yourself, you're going to notice that it's an actually underrated gun. Like people got to start using this more, and that is the PP19 Bison. This one is great. Like this one is super good. So what you want to run is the barrel 8.7 inch steel for that damage range, bullet bullet velocity, recoil control. Like, cool. It's obviously the barrel that we're going to be throwing on. Now, it does take away ADS and movement, but that's all good. Now, we're finally throwing a laser onto one of our classes, and this is the only class that I actually have a laser for, and it's going to be the tac laser, because you want that ADS speed, you want that aiming stability, and you want that aim walking steadiness, which all help this gun tremendously. And your only problem is when you're aiming down sights, your laser's visible, so that's nothing to worry about. This stock, we're taking it off and we're putting on that no stock. This gives you that movement speed and it gives you that ADS speed, taking away aiming stability and recoil control, which I think is a very fair trade for the movement speed. We're rushing with this class, so you want to be able to go around the map fast as heck. The ammunition, we're going up a mag and we're going to the 84 round mags. This again takes away ADS speed and movement speed, but we barely have to reload this gun. It holds 84 bullets. That is crazy for an SMG, so I'm happy with that. And the rear grip, as usual, stippled grip tape if you want that ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. If your gun has super bad control like the AK-47, that's where you want to change the rear grip up, but all these guns are very accurate, so stippled grip tape is what you want to use. You don't need the rubberized or anything like that. Stippled grip tape is what helps you out a lot. Now, like I said, the MP5 class, this is the one I shared with you guys yesterday. This is my all-time favorite MP5 class. I probably won't even change it, that's how good it is. And what you want to throw on this, and it took me so long to find this class, you guys got to use it, is the barrel FSS mini for that ADS speed and that movement speed. It takes away bullet velocity and recoil control, but if you guys watch the gameplay, it feels like it's not taking away any recoil control whatsoever. The stock is going to be the F-Tac collapsible for that ADS speed and that movement speed. This gun makes you move around the map fast, man. Now, it does take away aiming stability again, or first time I should say, and recoil control again, so that kind of sucks, but you barely notice it whatsoever. The underbarrel is going to be the commando foregrip for that recoil stabilization and that aiming stability, taking away some movement speed. But here's what I like a lot about this class right here, and that is the ammunition 45 round mags. I wish you could have 60 round mags or something on the MP5, but this is the max you could go, and it just gives you that extra ammo, so it's nice to have. You barely have to reload it. You could get 3, 4, 5 kills and then reload your gun, rather than getting 2 kills, reload 2 more, and then probably die. Now, the last attachment, I don't know if I have to say it. I think you guys know this. I'll just tell you, it gives you ADS speed, then sprint to fire speed, and if you don't know it by now, I'll just say it anyways. It's the stippled grip tape. Now, to the gun that I want to share with you guys the most. This is the CR56 AMAX, and the gameplay you guys are going to be watching in the background for this one right here is search and destroy gameplay, but it was such a good game. I joined in late, and I just want you guys to watch it. Like, this gun's crazy good. Like, you don't use it as an AR, use it as an SMG, and you're gonna love this gun. If you use it as an AR and you try to go for all those distances shots and stuff like that, it's not bad, but trust me, man, use it as an SMG. This is the type of AR that you want to make smaller, because it does better. So the first thing you want to throw is that tiny little barrel, the barrel FSS 8.3 inch intruder. So you get that ADS speed, you get that movement speed, you lose bullet velocity and recoil control, but it ain't that bad to begin with. The optic, I feel like this gun has a very nice optic, or I should say iron sight. You don't need to throw an optic on, but I threw it on anyways, and that is the GI Mini Reflex. And the reason I threw it on is because I don't want to put ammo or extra anything on this gun. I just felt like the optic will help me more in those further ranges and stuff, and it does a little bit, so definitely throw that on. The stock is the FSS close quarter stock. You get that ADS speed, and that's it, and you lose aiming stability. The underbarrel is the Merc foregrip. We're finally throwing on something besides the Commando and the Ranger. So the Merc is really nice because it gives you hip fire accuracy, which is really good because this gun already has insane hip fire accuracy, and it gives you recoil control. So those are really nice in case you get up into those up close gunfights and you don't want to waste time ADSing. You could just hip fire these people and they should be dead for sure. Now, the aim walking movement speed is affected and the ADS speed is affected as well, but this gun is already aiming down sights pretty fast. We already got a bunch of attachments to give it to us, and we maxed out the ADS speed on this class right here, especially with the last attachment. It's not called stippled grip tape, but it is exactly what stippled grip tape does, and that's the XRK CR56 wrap. So this one's pretty cool. It's, instead of being a black tape, it wraps your gun in your exact same camo that you're using, but it still gives you the same stuff. You're getting that ADS speed and you're getting that sprint to fire speed, only losing that super duper unimportant aiming stability. But like I said, man, guys, that's it for the video. Use these classes if you want to try rushing and stuff like that. If you're one of those people who love to rush, these will work for you for sure. If you're just getting into rushing and you're not not really used to it, try going slowly with these, pick them up, use them, and you'll get better eventually. Trust me, guys, on that one. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Like I said, man, if we could go for 1,500 likes on this video, I know you guys could do it. That would be awesome as well. And let me know your favorite gun for rushing down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Be advised, UAV is bingo fuel.